Hey y'all, this is Amanda and welcome back to my Texas Zone 8A garden. And today we're going to be doing two things. We're going to be creating this arrangement right here, and we're also going to be doing an unboxing of Ranunculus and anemone bulbs. Okay, first let's knock out this arrangement of some recently harvested florals. I had their video a couple of days ago on the flowers that I harvested, and I wanted to show you guys real quick how I went about making this design. Okay, now let's get to an unboxing. I love to get plant mail, and so I'm always really excited when it shows up. And this particular order is from Longfield Gardens and longfieldgardens.com. That's where I ordered everything online. And my focus on this was to order ranunculus and anemones. Not Japanese anemones, more standard anemones for cut flowers. So let's take a look at what I got. Okay, box is well packed. It had extra paper in here just to keep everything kind of safe and keep it from like bouncing around in there. I have a how to care for your new bulbs and plants. This is my first time ordering from Longfield Gardens. So if you have ordered from them before, let me know below. Give me, you know, an idea of how your process went, if you were happy with the product or not. And then this also has a fall planted bulbs and perennials guideline, spring planted bulbs and perennials guidelines, indoor bulbs guideline, the whole shebang. So it's got a lot of information on here, which is wonderful. And then of course it has my order form of everything that I purchased, and truthfully I purchased these a little while ago, so I didn't really remember what is in here, but it looks like I got several different types of ranunculus and one type of anemones. So let me start with the anemones in here. It looks like I paid for 2 sets of 25. Let me confirm that, 25 and 25. 2 different varieties, and the total was $20.83 for 50 kind of the corms, anemone bulb corms type of thing. Okay, so the anemone St. Brigid Mount Everest. It is for white gardens, it's a snow white blossoms with frilly petals and a lemon lime center. Lacy foliage complements the bouquet or the blooms. The flowers last for weeks and attract butterflies. In areas with mild winters, such as zones 7 through 11, bulbs should be planted in the fall for early spring flowers, provide protection from freezing temps. In colder zones, plant bulbs in early spring for early summer flowers. So these are long-lasting cut flowers. I was going to see if they had any information on the height. They do not have it on here, but I got 25 of those. And then I also got 25 of the Anemone St. Brigid, the Governor. And that one is a scarlet beauty, shiny red petals, a black center that is offset by a white halo around the black center, great cut flower, an attractive companion for tulips and other spring bulbs. So I got 25 of those as well. So by getting these together, it saved me a couple of dollars. So I got a total of 50 for about a little over $20. So I'm excited about those. I don't plan on planting these out for the fall. I plan on getting these started, I guess early in the new year is my current plan. I've never planted anemones before, so this will be my first time, but I'm really excited to give it a try. I am very happy with the size of these bulbs. They're large, y'all, or corms, I should say. These are massive. So they're not itty bitty tiny. So I'm excited about that. I've kind of seen in the past what you do is you end up soaking them basically and pre-sprouting them, which is something that we'll be doing, but that'll be a future video later on. But I want to show you guys these plants now so that you still had time to order some if you're interested. Okay, let's talk ranunculus. Okay, the first variety I got was a Ranunculus Tomor Pickety. And I got 25 corms for $25. I will say some of these corms are very small, but I have done I have done ranunculus a couple of times, and I know that these will swell up, and then I know that they will multiply. I harvested a bunch that didn't do as well because I planted them a little too late in the season. I'm going to start earlier next year, and each of the small individual bulbs, corms that I planted ended up multiplying into at least 3, if not 5 per plant. So that's very exciting. So anyway, I've got this Tomor Pickety. It is layers of tissue thin petals, give ranunculus a romantic rose-like appeal. This particular one kind of is white with kind of pinkish margins around the outside of it. Really great for cut flowers, deer resistant, ideal for containers. So I'm very excited to give this one a try. Now the other ranunculus that I already had that I tried to grow last season was some type of white one and then a Hades red butterfly one, and I ended up only getting a very few blooms. They were short and stunted. I really just started them too late in the season. I needed to really start pre-sprouting them around pretty much like January and February, getting them planted out into the garden and then basically allowing them to grow and then covering up and protecting them against major freezes. So I basically didn't start all of that until March. And with the early warm weather that we ended up having last year, because it got warm real quick. It was cold and then boom, warm, real hot, real quick. They just didn't do well because ranunculus and anemones, they are definitely like cool flowers. They are not something that's going to be growing during your hot seasons. Okay, so the next one I got was Ranunculus Tecalot Salmon. Tecalot, Salmon. You guys let me know. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it because that's what I do. It says it has 5-inch blossoms, have lots of extra petals for an extra full look, and they come in many beautiful new colors, including lovely peach pink. Each corm will produce a plant that yields many stems, which is very exciting. These corms look about approximately the same size. There are some super tiny ones in here that I'm all like, I got charged for that. We'll see. I mean, they may surprise me and just do beautifully, but like some of the corms are like this big. So that's pretty tiny. But anyway, it's, we'll get started with them. I felt great about the prices. I got 15 of these for $13.75. Okay, the next one I got is Ranunculus White, and it's a pure white ranunculus, which is great. It says great for wedding flowers, and it talks about the mild winter. It doesn't give a whole lot of description. It says that it lasts more than a week in a vase, which is very exciting. I actually ended up buying all of these in sets. I didn't buy the individual ones. I bought them in groupings. So each grouping was like 2. So you saw the anemones. I bought them in 2 different varieties together, and that ended up saving me about $2 to $4 per set, which that's worth it for me, and then it forced me to kind of step out of my box and try some other things. I think my other one, the white one I got, was Snowstorm of some type, and so it'll be interesting to see the difference between the Snowstorm ranunculus that I already have and these Tomer White ranunculus. And these were 25 corms for $10. Okay, so the next one I got is Ranunculus Tomer Pink, and it said romantic rose-like blooms with layers upon layers of petals. It is kind of a bright, true, fresh pink, which will be kind of fun because I don't have that particular color. And I ended up getting 25 of these for $10. I think this will be a nice mix, especially with the Picotee that was kind of a pink-white color. I think it'll be pretty, and then of course the salmon and the white as well. Okay, and then the last variety I got was the Ranunculus Tomer Purple, and this is kind of a deep wine color. I think is beautiful. It will go beautifully with the Picotee Ranunculus, and I ended up getting 25 of these for $10. Here's the deal. When I was shopping around for ranunculus, I'm not at a place where I feel comfortable spending a whole lot of money on them just because it's new to me, right? I've only got a couple of seasons under my belt and I've failed multiple times. And so this is still a learning process to me. So I don't mind starting with some less expensive corms just to get started because I won't feel as bad when I mess them up. You guys tell me, do you think it's better to spend more money for higher quality corms, or do you prefer to go for inexpensive and just kind of play with it and then no guilt if it doesn't work out? So anyway, I'm really excited to give all of these a try. I think it'd be great if it actually worked out for me and I was actually able to harvest some of these. Like I said, one of the big mistakes I made last year is I started too late. So I'm going to be starting much earlier where we're soaking these and then pre-sprouting them. In the meantime, these are going to be stored in a nice, dry, dark space because I don't want them sprouting anytime soon. If they get moist, they will start sprouting, and we definitely don't want that to happen. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, watching me make this beautiful arrangement and then watching me doing an unboxing of ranunculus and anemones from Longfield Gardens. If you have already ordered your ranunculus and anemones, let me know what varieties you ordered and where you ordered them from below, or let me know if there's a place you suggest that I check out for ranunculus and anemones. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.